Hey, what's up, Virgo? Welcome back to Tarot and Numerology. It is November 15th, 2025, 5:30 Pacific Time. 5:30 is a base number of 8, and today is also a base number of 8. November 15th, 2025. If you add each single number up, the base number will be an 8. 1 and 1 and 2. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 5 is 8. 8 and 2 is 10. 10 and 2 is 12. 12 and 5, 17. 17 is a base number of 8. 8 is a number of cleaning, organizing. It's a number of empowerment, right? That's why the eighth major arcana card is a strength card. It's vitality. It's courage. It's having the ability to muster up courage even when things seem intense, or right. It's an abundant number. It's a karmic number. It's a very, very karmic number. People born on the 8th, the 17th, 26th, 8 life paths. You guys have very instant karmic energy and very strange luck with money. Just coming up on money out of nowhere, especially if you're living a righteous life, if you're living a aligned, like a good moral compass life. 8 life paths, you know, there's, I always say, there's the symbolism of the infinity symbol of the number 8. There's the top, there's the bottom, right? There's more like, I guess, more elevated energy, more, we'll say, like crown chakra energy, or whatever you want to say, that shows people who have like humility, a good moral compass, right? As opposed to lower energy, which is like root chakra energy, which is all about desire and greed and all that, right? That 8 energy is very strong in both realms. Very strong in both realms. Very quick karma. 8 life paths. People born on the 8th or the 17th, 26th, or 8 life paths. You guys should pay attention to that, because if you guys want great abundance, make sure you have a good moral compass. So you're living a very righteous life, because you will see that abundance very quickly. On the other hand, if you're doing crazy stuff, negative stuff, you'll get a lot of instant karma in the same light, in the same energy, you know. But anyway, let's see what the tarot says today. Let's go with the dice first. 3, 5, 8, 8, 5, 13, 14. Temperance, okay. Alright, okay. Temperance. Temperance is one of those energies. I kind of feel like the number 8 card, the strength card, trying to alchemize, trying to remain balanced, trying to balance something out here. Virgo. Okay. You want to take a chance on something, Virgo. You're trying to balance it. You're trying to alchemize and balance some things. Maybe right away I got like maybe like your everyday life to a whole different life, like adjusting, getting ready to adjust, kind of energy here, Virgo. Tell me more about the Fool for Virgo. 4, 4, 8, 18, 10, 13, death and rebirth. Okay. So the type of chance you want to take, yeah, just as I was suspecting, this isn't just any other leap of faith. This is a leap of faith into, a new life. Um, Saying goodbye to how things were before. Number 13 is the major arcana of the death card, death and rebirth. So saying goodbye to something that was before, taking a big leap of faith, taking a chance. This is the kind of decision. This is what, 8 energy is. Having the courage. Having the courage. Leo is the 8th sign. I heard they based the characteristics of the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz based off the Leo sign. And his issue is courage, right? So, again, I keep feeling that there's an issue of courage here. And there's an issue of maybe being discontent, in a rut, bored, unenthusiastic about stuff, your environment, your routines, right? This is what's bringing this full energy here. The Empress, okay. Maybe it's a Taurus. Maybe it's someone you've been eyeing. Maybe it's for sure, probably a person here with the Empress. So it's, that'll do it, right? You'll be in a the same way of life for a while. If you meet a certain person that you decide to have a part of your life, you best, you know, expect to start living life a little differently, right? So I'm sensing something of this nature, taking a chance, heading towards someone here, an empress possibly, you know, and genders can be, I know it's an empress, but it could be a dude. It doesn't matter. It's just someone who gets sought after, right? Someone who gets, someone who is attracting your energy. You can't help it. You're just like a moth to a light to this person, whoever this is. Like I said, it could be a Taurus, could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I see here too, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's see with the numerology, 3 and 1 is a base of 4, 2 4 is 8. Look at that. This is the whole numerology for these cards is an 8. Okay, so 8 is a very, very it's emphasized for you, Virgo, as you're seeing this video. There's something about having courage, right? The Fool, understanding that you're in a rut, having to face that, like, yeah, I'm not happy, right? That's a rut. You're not happy. And then there is a person. And then there's Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is having that spouse that, you know, maybe you're someone who's never been, who never saw yourself in this way, which is like spouse, kids, the house, all of that stuff together here. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why it's such a big leap of faith for you here, Virgo. And maybe that's why you're in a rut, because you're over the lifestyle you've been living. Two of Swords, interesting. Okay, so there's something about whoever this person is that's causing you to want to make big changes in your life, leap of faith. There's a bit of a torn. You're torn about something. You don't want to say goodbye just yet to the old way. Even though you're heavily attracted to this person. Look at that, the Hierophant. Marriage. Okay, yeah. Maybe you're someone never thought you could be married here, Virgo. Never thought you'd be doing that. Never thought you'd be doing like very traditional things and very like aligned. Maybe you're someone who's more outside of the box, and now maybe you're doing more. Maybe you're just doing more adult things, and you never thought you'd be doing these adult things. Is kind of what I'm getting here, Virgo. But the cards are kind of telling me that it's either this, living the life you never thought you would, or this rut, possibly here. The bottom of the deck here. Look at that, the lovers. Bottom of the deck here, the love. Okay, yeah. Virgo, I think you've met someone. You've involved yourself with someone that is changing up what you knew as life as a regular basis. You're a little torn about it. Kind of cold feet energy, not gonna lie here. A little bit of cold feet energy. But other than that little bit of cold feet energy and being a little discontent here, there's an empress, someone who's, worth uh, seeking after or getting attention of. Ten of Cups, the whole ideal home situation, the spouse, the kids, the family, all that stuff. We got the Hierophant. Hierophant is like, it could either mean you're going back to school in a sense, but it could also mean maybe you're doing both. Maybe you're going back to school and getting married. Going back to school, but that's what it is. You're gonna live a very like a scheduled life. Maybe you're not used to that here, but nonetheless, though, Virgo, there is someone taking a chance for sure. Either you or this person, that is a coming, right? Four of Cups. It's that this person does not see this cup that's coming right behind them. So this is definitely on its way. Virgo, I do sense you're a little torn. I kind of sense it's more of a cold feet, but the Lover's card, bottom of the deck. This is a destined connection, Virgo. And with that, Virgo, I'll leave it right there. Please like and subscribe. I do private reads, and the information for that is in the description below. Thank you.